Did you know that in a general American accent, there are two versions of the vowel I? See if you can hear the difference. I, white, sight, might. I, wide, side, mine. Well, those clearly weren't the same, so what's the difference? In a general American accent, we have both a short version of the I and a long version of the I. The long version is I, and it has two separate parts, A and E, but A is longer. So we don't get I, we get I. A lot of A and a little bit of E. The short version of the vowel is I. Since this one's shorter, you might be better off starting with and making your way to E. So instead of I, you want to start more I. Very relaxed mouth, and you go up to the E. I, ice, rice, I, rice, rice. So you'll start in a very neutral position rather than opening up all the way for ah. Now, these two vowels and when to use them tends to be really confusing for non-native English speakers. They might all sound like I for you, or they might all sound like I for you. For example, if you're making them all short, instead of by the way, you might be getting by the way, by the way, where we would go by the way, by the way. And if you're making them all long, you might be saying rice, where we would say rice. So how do you know whether to use the long one or the short one? Luckily, American English has a pretty consistent rule for that. If the vowel is the last sound in the word, you know you're going to be getting the long I, where you open up a lot and it's mostly ah. So for example, my, by, why, hi. In all of these cases, I is the last sound, so you know you have the long, very open one. But what if it's not the last sound? What if the word ends in a consonant? In that case, we need to look at what type of consonant we're dealing with. So we can split the consonants into two categories. In one category, we have the consonants that require you to use your voice. M, b, v, n. All the consonants that require you to use your voice are going to want that long I sound. So you know you're gonna say mine instead of mine because we need our voices for that N, n. You cannot make n, the N sound, without your voice. So it's a voiced sound, and that means you need the long I, mine. Same thing in the case of 5. We have a v after the vowel, and we can't make v, the V sound, without our voices. V. If you take your voice away, you get f. Now we have an F, right? So you know that V is a voiced consonant, and the voiced consonant goes with the long I. So it has to be 5. It cannot be 5. Now, on the other hand, if the consonant that comes after the vowel does not use the voice, if it's a voiceless consonant like f, s, t, p, etc., then you know you're going to have the short I, the short version of the vowel. I. So, for example, in the word ice, we have s after the vowel. S is a voiceless consonant. It does not use the voice, so we know it has to be ice, with the short version of the vowel. But what if the word is eyes? In this case, we have z, we have the z sound rather than the s sound. So we know it has to be I, the long vowel. See where that can cause us some problems? We have ice and eyes, and the differences there are very subtle. Ice, eyes, ice, eyes. Here's a similar one, rice, rise, rice, rise. Again, the vowel is changing because in rice, we have a voiceless consonant, s, and in rise, we have a voiced consonant, z, so the vowel gets longer for that one. But it's not just with s and z, it can also happen with other consonants. White, wide, white, wide. T is a voiceless consonant, t, 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 whereas D is a voiced consonant, d, d, d. So we know that white has to have the shorter vowel, I, white, whereas wide needs the longer vowel, I, wide, wide. Okay, let's look at a few more examples, and I want you to guess which vowel you need before I say it. I, type, type. P, p, p. Voiceless consonant, so short vowel. I, type, type. I, right, right. T is a voiceless consonant, so we need the short vowel. That's right. That's right. Not that's right. That's right. Unless you're from the deep south. I, might, might, might. I'm. Nice, nice, nice. That's nice. That's nice. Instead of that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. I, design, design, design. N, I, design. I, provide, 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 provide. I, wife, wife. No voice, so short vowel. I versus wife, we would say wife, wife. Remember, if it's wives, it's different because then you have the, which uses the voice. So we get wives, wives, wives. Light, light, light. I, lied, lied, I'd, lied. I, drive, drive, I, drive, drive. I, like, like, like. Okay, a few more. Repeat after me. Arrive, arrive, arrive. Price, 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 price. Wise, wise, wise. Vibe, vibe, vibe. Blind, 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 blind. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Find, find, find. Ein, find. Be sure to leave a big thumbs up if this video helped you, and that's all for today. Ciao!